Well, we finished up with sprint qualifying, sprint race, now we're on to main qualifying. Welcome along everyone here in Mexico for the main qualifying, where we can settle the grid order for the main race tomorrow, and whether Logo can get the 25 points, or whether someone else, like Note or Pal, who have been struggling this weekend, whether they can turn it around through the second half of this weekend. We've got 4.3004 kilometers or 2.675 miles, 17 turns, and the track elevation is 2.675 meters above ground or above sea level. As three compounds, three dry compounds we select is soft, medium and hard, but I'm sure most people are gonna go for soft since it is the fastest tire to select against the medium and hard tire. But currently 1 minute until it is green light at the end of the pit lane. I can tell you right now that the two McLarens who have been struggling this weekend to try and find a good enough lap time have been, well, are gonna try and beat beat Logo, and even contend for pole position, as we do cut to live pictures here in Mexico for the main qualifying session. Half an hour, obviously, with to try and decide who will take pole position. Will it be Pal, who we did do some tests earlier? I can say we did do some tests earlier. It did seem like Pal's car was faster, but Pal still trying to get used to the car. Note did say in the interview that he is used to, or nearly used to, the car. Pal, he said that his weekend isn't that good. Let's see if these two McLaren drivers can switch it round, and whether we can get even more competitors, or will Logo dominate at the front like he did in sprint qualifying and sprint race? He did get the penalty, but Note is the first one to start his lap time. Half an hour on the board, basically from 12:30 to 1 p.m. Unless there is any interruptions, which shouldn't be. Note's very wide, that is his first lap ruined, and Power in the background once again, that is his first lap ruined. So turn 1 is really where everyone struggles. Even Logo sometimes struggles. They all go wide down towards turn number 1 and all over the curb. That would ruin their lap time, but it's whatever racing line that suits them and, well, really works out for them, then they can use it. I'm not really saying that they shouldn't. Guess if you want to go wide, you can go wide. Whatever suits you, you can take. But let's see what Logo can do on his first attempt, trying to look to pretty much get a Grand Slam. Pretty much, he's got pole at sprint qualifying. He's led every lap, and now he's looking forward, or he's looking to try and make it 3 out of 4. He needs to try to get pole. Fastest through first sector. Obviously, no one set fastest sector, as he's only 1/10 faster than Powell's invalid lap time. Note 6/10 off. Invalidation for Logo once again. What about Note? Let's see what he can try and do. Was he tries to well, he did say that he is getting used to the car. Let's see what he can do. He did seem faster during the sprint race when he was trying to unlap himself against Powell. It's another invalidation, so it's pretty much similar to what we had in sprint qualifying, where everyone was pretty much invalidating the lap time. They might set one lap time, and that is it. That is their fastest lap time done. But Logo fastest through the first sector once again. So the updates really are suiting Alfa Romeo right now. Let's actually cut to Logo and let's see, is invalidated once again. Power with a 101.240. So that is the lap to try and beat. Note, obviously not a proper lap time, 8 minute, which is not a proper lap time. And logo with no lap time on the board currently. So they were still trying to set a proper lap time. Through turn one goes logo, nice and clean through there. Now, towards turn number four, we go. What is the first sector looking like? He is 3 times off his fastest, or through against the purple sector. Through the S section we go now, where I believe Power is fastest, and it's an invalidation once again for logo, who pretty much has really got the pace this weekend. How complaining that his car is not the fastest, as we saw in sprint qualifying and a sprint race, it did not seem the fastest that we were expecting it to be. Only saying that that the McLaren should be faster, but it just seems like Logo is pretty much more used to. Obviously, he was friends with Harrison, so Harrison could have maybe helped Logo, but you never know. You never know what's happening, pretty much. Note personal best through the fast. Logo 2 tenths off his purple. Continue on. Will it not? Hopefully, he's hoping it's not a validation this time. Still 6 corner cuts. Keep an eye on the corner cuts. He's currently got 6. He's hoping that 6 does not increase to a 7 improvement through the second sector. Note is just ahead. So he's kept it clean. Round the final corner. He goes now. Finally, he can set a lap time. Note's going on to provisional pole position. Logo responds with a 58.952. And this just seems like it is going to be another domination. As you see Note ahead, just going all over the bumps, which, well, yeah, the McLaren cars have been doing all weekend, going over the bumps and everything. Just to continue on, the two McLarens do move out of the way. As yes, let's oh no, logo on 2 wheels. So pretty much, we've seen this all weekend round, where the tire, like once the tire or the whole car goes onto the curb, you're at risk of going onto 2 wheels, which you do not want to happen, obviously, because it messes up your lap, and two, if it is during a race, then that's pretty much costed you. We saw, let's talk about the sprint race actually, whilst qualifying goes on. We saw, obviously, Logo had dominated quite a lot as he goes in 2 wheels again, and Power going pretty much airborne. Um, Power does have a proper race start. Logo obviously got the penalty for cutting him off, leaving him no room. Which he did accept, which is good, as nearly pretty much nearly blocking Note. But yes, Logo does have the potential of actually like winning this weekend, and he's hoping for a Grand Slam. But Pow wants to try and deny that, and in order to deny it, he's got to find whatever there is out there is validation for Pow around the final corner. So it would have promoted him up to second place. Note behind, however, improves with a 1 minute point 555. Continue on. 22 minutes left in the session. Note with a 21.938 through the first sector, that is good for him. Power 22.059. which is good for him as well. It's a validation. Logo, however, he is 6 tenths off his fastest. As now, let's watch Note, who is trying to increase the gap between him and Pal, decrease the gap between him and Logo. Round the final corner he goes. Note crosses a line and he finds the improvement 1/10 and he makes it a 1 minute point 411. Note did say in interviews that if he does find a proper lap and he goes wide, he needs to find a proper lap, and I think that's with every driver. Even if you set a lap time, you can still go faster. You just have to pretty much push to the limits. Um, that's pretty much with every driver. You might set fastest lap, and you might think that's a session done, but it's if Pal or Note, if they both do push to the limits, if they do find whatever time that is, then they will be able to contend with Paul. Pal did say that he found Logo's waistline nearly hitting the McLaren of Note is a Logo. Through the stadium section we go, and Logo backing out at that time. Lots of invalidations going on, and it's mainly through the second sector, or even the first, through turn number 1. Note isn't that far behind, so he might watch out, but 22.0584 Pal through turn 1 all the way to the second straight. We go down towards turn number 4. What is the first sector looking like for Logo? He's 3 tenths off. Note with a personal best through the first sector, 21.499. Invalidation for Logo, invalidation for Note. So yeah, it is mostly through the second sector where everyone is invalidated, and they can find the time through the first sector. Once it's the second sector, it's high speed and you're more likely to invalidate. But they still have 19 minutes and many more laps to try and find whatever time there is. Logo, not sure whether he invalidated there, but let's see. First sector, he's final improvement. Might have been invalidation there. 21.184. Purple sector for him. Note, 3 tenths off. Currently 21.496. Pal in third place. He's trying to compete. He wants to try and beat his teammate in the faster McLaren car. Invalidation for Logo, so he might want to move out of the way. Maybe not, because Note's now invalidated his lap time. Yes, the top two finding the lap time or finding the time through the first sector, but through the second sector, not really. They keep on invalidating the lap time from wherever part of the circuit, not sure where, but Logo finding his line. Finding out his line. What is Note's gonna do? He's catching up to Note. 22.227. How Logo is nearly 1 second faster through the first sector. Be interesting to see what will happen. We've got 17 minutes. 17 minutes. As Logo's backed out of that. How there also. Backing out. Let's watch Note, who is trying to close the gap between him and Logo. Note over the line. Is it improvement? Yes, it is, and he's finding improvements out there. But each time he finds improvements, only 1/10. So he's got to find a major improvement to try and steal pole position. We're all over the curbs. Go Note. Just bear in mind, Note does have the faster car through the corners. Pal has faster car on the straight. So Note does have advantage on some circuits, for example, Monaco or even maybe Saudi Arabia as well. He does have the advantage. He just needs to find the lap time out there. Continue on. 21.894 through the first, 21.355 through the second sector. Not improvement through the first, not improvement through the second. What can you do in the last sector? Is it going to be improvement? It is, and it's a 59.882, so the gap is decreasing each time. I did say that these drivers have to push to the limits if they want to fight for pole position, especially Note and Powell, and that is what Note is doing. Powell's improved. It's a 1 minute .711 for Powell. So he's quite far off, but we continue on. Note still trying to find improvement. Powell 21.864 through the first sector. Note 21.855, so they're not far off. What is Notes looking like through the second sector? Is a personal best through the second sector, 20.974 for him. Oh, he did look a bit rough going through the stadium section, but he's still going to continue on with the lap. He crosses the line. It's a 59.799, another improvement. Improvement each lap. And what about Powell? Powell, not improvement. Logo still at the front. He's still doesn't have to be nervous or anything. Still a big gap. But if Note does find something out there, then Logo will surely have to find something out there as well. 21.465 through the first sector, personal best, but he did go quite wide. He nearly hit the barrier, so that might have affected his lap time. What is the second sector? He's 3 tenths down through his personal best, but he's still going to continue on through the stadium section. Round the final corner goes Note. He is trying to close in the gap. He has done for each lap, and he has done it once again. 59.2. 3 tenths is the gap between Note and Logo. And oh, that is Logo! Logo stuck in the barrier! And that is going to bring out the red flag. And that does look quite nasty indeed. Not sure what on earth happened there. But the red flag is going to be needed. Not sure when we are going to get the red flag. Basically on 2 wheels is Logo, and well, what on earth happened there? Powell there, checking if he's okay. Let's hear from Powell.
Is he okay? Is he okay? That's a hell of a shunt. I mean, that's probably going to ruin his whole weekend. That's got to be a grip end, surely. Got to be an engine change.
Powell checking if Logo's okay in the radio. He's got out of the car, but the ambulance might be needed there. Tow truck will be needed as well, but not sure how they are going to get the Alfa Romeo out of pretty much the ground. I'm not. Let's hear from Powell again.
I wasn't. I just had my mic on because I'm just trying to get to the pit lane.
Oh, right. That is very shocking. I'm not sure how the tow truck team are gonna get Logo's car out of there. 2 wheels on track, 2 wheels literally on the ground. So must have been coming out of turn number 1 maybe. They all go wide out of turn number 1 and straight away past turn number 3. So Logo must have made a mistake or something, and he might have flipped. You've seen the cars going on 2 wheels. So yeah, that might have been the case. We didn't obviously see it, But heavy shunt for him, that might be qualifying ended for him.
But
Because,
it is qualifying ended for him because of the new rule. If you crash, you're out.
yes, he is out. How set? He is out of qualifying. Note now has a advantage here because Loco will not be able to improve his lap, and Note seems like he has the pace as we see the tow truck in the background. I believe he's driving the wrong tow truck, maybe. Yeah, so we have a tow truck member on its way. Power is the medic team,
Hello.
but Note's currently looking at the timing board. He's in the grandstand, just chilling out.
Are you
Um,
okay?
let's see
Right,
what's
hop
going
into
on
my
there.
car. Wait, just hop in. I need to fix this real quick. Right. Just ignore the bumpy ride. It's just been like that. I don't know why it's smoking.
Right, that is what you've heard. Um, that is what you have heard. On what is happening. Not sure why the tire is like that. Too much driving two wheels. Um, yes. The big news here, unless Pal would like to say, or maybe yeah, let's let Pal say it.
Thank you very much, Jaden. As the CEO and the owner of the PRL Racer League, we've always wanted a race in Africa. Well, the opportunity has arisen, and the opportunity is now happening. PRL South Africa next season, confirmed. Sadly, we will not have an F2 race there, but we will have an F1, and we're glad to finally be racing in Africa. Thank you.
That is the big news. That F1 will be driving around South Africa, and I'm sure it will be a very exciting opportunity for these drivers. Obviously, driving around South Africa. Harrison wanted South Africa as well, and now pretty much he's got it. He's always dreamt about it. As now the Olmi uh team support team, tow truck team, now going down there. Let's see how they do get this out. It'll be quite interesting on how they get this out. Note asking if logo is okay. He has been checked up by the team, luckily. But it'll be interesting to see how they do get the car out, because obviously, literally two wheels on the ground and two wheels on top. Not sure how that's gonna work. So, it seems like that method is really working. But, um, um, yes, it is pretty interested on how they do try get this out. Car's now on the track pretty much. I'm not sure how they are gonna get the car. Well, yeah, they are trying to get the car off the track, which is the sensible thing rather than trying to get it out. There's the other whole track, which isn't needed. Um, and it's nearly off track. And oh, now going off to the side, and oh my, and yes, that is the Alpha Male now cleared off the track. We can go green flag conditions hopefully soon. Uh, we were meant to finish, as I said, at the start. I might have jinxed it, to be fair. I did say at the start. Hopefully we get no uh disruption, interruptions or anything, and that most likely probably gonna finish at 1 in 6 minutes. But Logo has not sure how he's crashed. I did describe it. Um, well, yeah. Well, I gave my thoughts on how he might have crashed. We've seen over the weekend that all the drivers were going on two wheels and stuff. So, um, will be interesting, um, to see whether Note can try and take pole position. He's only 3 attempts off, so bear in mind he is in contention of getting pole position, and um, well, he's hoping that well, obviously he's got the new car, as I said many times before, promoted from Mercedes to McLaren. Got a brand new car. He said that he's already used to the car, and well, he's showing off his pace now in Mexico. This is now his best opportunity here, and it's also Powell's best opportunity as well. Whether Powell can try take it away, and I believe we can go green soon. Um, let's check. 14 minutes is going to be on the clock. We are going to go back to green flag conditions. Luckily, very happy that we are going back to green flag conditions. Let's actually cut to Omi, who is at the studio with me this weekend. Let's cut to him. Hello, Omi.
Hello! Oh, hello everyone. Welcome. I didn't realize you guys were going to come on me with this journey. Just got out of the bed. I was enjoying some racing momentarily as well. But yeah, quickly, little word from me. Red flag. We've got a new support team as well that did go to work. While maybe maybe it looked a little bit questionable at start with what they were trying. It seems like they've got it off the road. That was the main goal. So yeah, the new support team going to work, and I believe we're going to be getting a Alfa Romeo delivery after the session, so they are going to now try and get the car out. Don't know how, but I guess we're going to see their magic and see how they're going to try and work that one out. But you've got an exciting qualifying session where Node's now performing. McLaren seemed to have come alive. I don't know what it was. But McLaren's, maybe it was just a test. Maybe it was they got confidence. Maybe they had something in their head telling them that the McLarens weren't strong or something like that. Now they have proper evidence. So now maybe it's just fixed in the mind that, well, the car's not the issue. They've just got to get on with it. And it seems like they've absolutely done that. So I think that test might have also helped them realize that the car's there. They just need to find the lap.
Yep, indeed. Thank you very much, Omi. And the show will cut to you at a better time and next time, hopefully. But now we cut to where the action is. Note versus Logo for pole position. 3 temps is the gap between them, And Note can find appearance of flipping upside down. Goes Note when we cut to him, and that is going to be yellow flag through the second sector, third sector. As now he's turning off, creating a new pit lane. Where is Powell? I'm sure. Let's actually watch Powell for a lap. We haven't really watched him most of the time. He was on full wet for whatever reason. Not an improvement. He might have made a mistake through the first sector. But he's still gonna continue on. He's still got the rest of the lap. One bad sector does not mean that it will be a bad lap. We saw it with Verstappen in real life at Monaco, and he's invalidated the lap time. So he's gonna go again. 11 minutes to the end of the session. Let's watch Notes now, who is really finding improvements. We did say that they've just randomly, they've gained confidence too much. So yeah, it's really coming alive between, especially from Note. His performance all of a sudden is just boosted up. He set quite a slow lap in sprint qualifying, didn't perform that well in a sprint race, and now randomly in qualifying he's contending for pole position. The gap is quite close currently compared to what it was in sprint qualifying, as we do get past the where the Alfa Romeo was put, covering that up. Gonna deliver it. 22.036 through the first sector, and Note, let's see what he can do for the rest of the lap. As he does take Power's car. Power takes Harrison's car. So faster cars for these two, and into the barrier, nearly getting stuck again. Well, pretty much would have caused another red flag if he got stuck. Quite lucky, actually. Just tapped the barrier. The tire pretty much became inverted, and then, well, nearly stuck into the barrier. He's very lucky he didn't get stuck in the barrier. But he's going to continue on. He's taking a wider line. And now he's going to set another lap time when we've got 9 minutes left until the session ends. We turn number 1, and as we currently see what is going on through there. Note aborts that lap time. How is finding an improvement through the second sector. What can he do? As we ride on board with him, he's got full wet tyres on, but it doesn't seem like it's affecting his pace. He crosses the line, he improves his lap time to 1 minute .177. Yes, I'm sure all fans are happy. That logo is obviously okay. His car is being recovered currently. As we do every time we do get past turn number 2, turn number 3, we just see the tow truck, and something new is always going on there. We saw a box being made. I thought it was covering up Logo's car. Then we saw a ramp with the tow truck on the box. So you never know what on earth is going on there. Powell, 21.398 through the second sector. So he's found about 3 or 4 attempts to his last lap. He crosses the line now, and it's not an improvement overall. So something must have happened through the last sector. Let's watch Note now, who trying to at least find lap, and nearly pretty much going on 2 wheels there as soon as we cut to him, and he goes all on the curb around the final corner. It isn't going to be an improvement, but he's still going to go again. He's got 7 minutes, which is about pretty much 7 or 8 laps for him to do depending on whether he makes a mistake or not. Looked really good through turn number 1. About first sector. Years improvement. Not sure whether he invalidated though through the second there. No, he did not. And something's gone on. For some reason I've lagged quite a bit. But yep, I am lagging. But we could see we'd have to pretty much go with it. 21.403 through the first sector. 21.217 through the second sector. What is it overall? It's a 59.007 for note. And the gap is closing in each time. It's gone from 3 tenths to less than 1 tenth. Let's hear from Pal. Oh my
What the
god.
fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? He's developing something and it's just killed my game.
Right, the red flag is gonna come out. Because there is
It's just killed my game.
the
It was like
debris.
lag every.
The red flag is gonna come out. I believe. Maybe. Yellow flag through sector 1 first. Please do yellow flag through sector 1. It's all cleared up now. I think we are
Yeah,
still going.
he made a hole in the circuit and it killed my game. He needs to stop developing until afterwards. That's what he needs to do. It'd make the game so much better.
Not sure what enough happened there. That's why there was quite a lot of lag. Let's go on board with no and see. So yeah, there is a hole in the circuit currently. The tow truck has been removed. The debris is gone very quickly. So nice one from the marshals. Yeah, apologizing. Note! Purple through first sector. But he's still got the rest of the lap to do. Watch his corner cuts though. 15 corner cuts. He's gone wide, and that is a corner cut. It was a purple through the first sector, but he's unfortunately invalidated on that lap time. But he just has to use this pretty much the same racing line that he was using to try to get the purple. Note is really in contention for pole position here in Mexico. He was struggling during the sprint qualifying, struggling through sprint race. He's come alive in qualifying, and can he take pole position away from Logo? Will he deny Logo that chance of his first Grand Slam? Note now, what will he do through the first sector? It's a purple once again, but he's invalidated, I believe. Unless he's invalidated before. Yes, it's an invalidation, I believe, for him. So it was another purple through the first sector. But unfortunately, the validation nearly flipping once again. And well, this has come alive now in this qualifying session. I was hoping for a actual fun and entertaining qualifying session, and here we are, where Note could take pole position away. Powell, he's about 1.1 seconds behind, so he's not really in contention as he goes wide, and into about where he goes. And oh, flipping in the back one is Powell. That is unfortunate stuff for him. As we continue on through the next couple of corners, through the S section, he goes. What is Note's second sector looking like? It's an invalidation once again. He's got 2 minutes and 20 seconds left to try find whatever out there to beat Logo and start first in the race. Let's see what will happen. Pressure is on for Note. Lots of pressure to find whatever out there. He might have 3 laps left, including this one. Through the first sector, he is down, but he can still try and find whatever out there. Note continuing on through the X section we go. I already said before the session that, well, during the session, at the start of the session, that these drivers have to pretty much push to the limit, especially Note and Powell. If they want to fight for pole, they need to push to the limits. That is what Note is doing, but he's just going to keep it on the track currently. Powell's caught in the corner to try and get 2 laps in. Note might get 2 laps in. So Powell ran the final corner. If Note doesn't mess this one up, it's going to be tight to the line for him. He might even arrive when there's 2 seconds, 1 second left. But we'll keep an eye on that. Powell cannot afford a mistake as well. Round turn number 1, he's off a bit. And part of the circuit's pretty much open there. Not sure what is going on there. But 21.729 for Powell. Note, not an improvement through the first sector. So Note is gonna have to pretty much push to the line. I'm sure he's gonna make it. Powell 22.093 as Note round. Powell on 2 wheels right there as Note tries to set it up. So Note and Powell go on to their final laps of this qualifying session. It's Note versus Logo for pole position. Note has the pace, but can he keep it on the track is the question. He's rapid through sector 1. He's invalidated many times through sector 2. This is his best opportunity. It's game 1 here for qualifying. 22.57 for Note through the first sector, but he still has the rest of the lap. Unless it is invalidation, Logo is gonna be nervous right now. As Note, he's kind of brushed the barrier. 21.886 through the second sector. Power session is finished. He's invalidated that lap time. But this is the final opportunity to try and take pole position away from Logo. No, over the line, and it is not an improvement. And Logo can keep his pole position, but the gap between Note and Logo isn't that far off. So can Note try and take it off Logo on the line? But it is 3 out of 4 for Logo until he can claim the Grand Slam. But now that is it with qualifying. Very close in qualifying, to be fair. Not what I was thinking of first. Well, before the weekend I was thinking McLaren's were gonna at least dominate. Logo came in with a shock, and then all of a sudden we see Note finding whatever out there, and he's contending. All of a sudden he's contending for pole position and maybe even the race victory tomorrow, as all the drivers are gonna go to the podium for their interviews. Let's see. So let's talk to Powell first. Hello, Powell.
Hello.
Right, how was that for you?
Well, but unfortunately, the red flag there in the first 3 corners, I was actually doing really well through them corners, and then the red flag came out.
Yeah.
There was the corner struggling. The Alfa Romeo is 50 kilometers faster down the straight, so my advantage on the straight's done for, and I've got good downforce, but I don't let that doubt me. And tomorrow, obviously P3, I don't care. I just need to get a good launch as usual.
Yep, indeed. You think obviously Note all of a sudden he's beaten you by quite a big advantage. Do you think Note's car or your previous car is now faster than um
Around this track, you saw at Chicago, it was faster. You saw at the corner tracks like Baku, for example, it was faster. This is a track that the car 4 fits. I'm not going to use excuses. I'm not going to go ifs, buts, maybes. No, logo. No, that mistake can happen again tomorrow. And what do you call it? We will protest, saying that he should start at the back of the grid because Note in Germany, he started at the back of the grid for the same reason. And if you go by the same rules, you got to follow the same consequences. So maybe a 1-2 for McLaren tomorrow.
Yep, indeed. FIA will investigate that. Thank you very much and good luck at the start
Thank you very much.
tomorrow. Hopefully you do not get hit out this time.
Yeah.
Let's go to Note. Hello, Note. How was that qualifying session for you?
Anticipated. Sorry, can't speak.
Obviously you've somehow found the pace out there to try contend for pole position against Logo. You think you're able to try steal it away from Logo on track?
Well, I mean, it really comes down to our starts because my starts are normally on and off. In the sprint, I did pull along, like along the outside line on him. Did have a bit more speed, but the only thing I'm worried about is the McLaren and the Alpha have more speed than car number 4, and that's my only worry down the streets.
Yep, indeed, and obviously, your teammate has been beating you. Have you adapted to the car?
I think enough just to, get my word into this and be able to keep up with Logo. But biggest problem, his car definitely has some major upgrades that McLaren are even struggling to fight against.
Yep, indeed. Thank you very much, and good luck at the start tomorrow.
Thank you.
Next up is Logo. Hello, Logo.
Yeah,
How is that for you?
I mean, good pace at the start. Obviously, going the only one under the 59s, going into the 58s. But except from that, the crash was pretty woeful. But yeah, overall pretty good.
I mean, obviously you had a massive crash. Can you tell us what happened?
So I was going into turn 1, and I accidentally hit one of the curbs, and it went my car went on 2 wheels on the left, and it just swerved left into the barrier. Couldn't really control it, but
Indeed. Power did say that he was gonna protest, or maybe McLaren might go protest. For the same reason, and they're hoping that you start at the back of the grid. What do you think?
don't really care, to be honest. It's not a sprint; it's a marathon. It's not about where you start; it's where you finish.
Yep, indeed. And good luck at the start tomorrow. And
Thank you.
right, that is it with qualifying here in Mexico after what was a very close qualifying session, probably the closest we've seen ever since USA. Hopefully it will be close tomorrow in the race as well. It's going to be Logo versus Note mainly, down towards turn number 1, but Power does have the good starts, so he is in contention also on winning this. But you can find out tomorrow when the race does start. Thank you for watching. Bye.